Hello, Rachel. I am going to read an excerpt from Susan Elizabeth Phillips' book, Just Imagine. I read it before. It's pretty good, I think. I don't remember, though. But, alright, here you go. Hold on. I have to find my spot. We'll get there. Oh, there's more on the other page. Hold on. With a groan, he plowed his hands into her damp, tangled hair and drew her head up off the pillow. Page turn. He plunged his tongue into her mouth and took possession of the slippery, hot interior. The wildness that had always been part of her nature met his passion. She arched beneath him, splaying her fingers over his chest. The last vestige of his self-control snapped. His hands were no longer content with her breasts. They moved down her body to her belly and then into the dark, silky triangle. I wonder what that is. Weird, I don't have any triangles on me. "Open for me, sweet," he whispered huskily into her mouth. "Let me in." She did open. It would have been unthinkable not to. But the access she offered was still not enough for him. He stroked the inner surface of her thighs until she thought she would go mad. Finally, her legs were splayed wide enough to satisfy his desire. "Please," she gasped. "Please." He touched her then, his wild rose the center of her. He gently opened her so it wouldn't be so difficult, taking his time, even though he was nearly crazed from needing her as he'd never been before needed a woman. He moved on top of her, kissing her breasts, kissing her young, sweet mouth. And then, unable to hold back any longer, he poised himself at the very center of her and slowly entered. She stiffened. He soothed her with his kisses, and then, with one smooth thrust, he broke through her maiden's veil and put innocence behind her. She's a virgin, BT dubs. She plummeted back to reality at the small, sharp pain. Until now, there had been only pleasure. This felt like a betrayal. His caresses had lied to her. They'd promised something magical, but in the end it had been a devil's promise. His hand cupped her chin and turned her face. She glared up at him, too conscious of what was buried deep and massive inside her. "It's all right, sweet," he murmured. "The hurt is over." This time she didn't believe him. "Maybe for you. Get off." He smiled a smile that was deep and smoky. His hands returned to her breast, and she felt the melting begin again. He began to move inside her, and she no longer wanted him to leave. She dug her fingers into the hard muscles of his shoulders and buried her mouth in his neck, so she could taste him with her tongue. His skin was sea salt and clean, and the stroking inside her was moving deeper, piercing womb and heart, melting her bones, her flesh, and even her soul. She arched and strained and let him ride her through the day and night, through space itself, clinging to him, to the sweet nail of him, the hard shaft of him, driving deeper and deeper into her, carrying her higher, flinging her into the blinding brightness of the sun and moon, to where she hung for eternity, and then shattered into a million slivers of light and darkness, answering his great cry with her own. Intense, right? I've never had sex like that. I don't know about you, but that's pretty intense. But I hope you liked that. It took a while, but I don't know what else to say, kind of. So maybe you enjoyed that. Just the way I was reading to you, so it's pretty enjoyable, right? These glasses look pretty good on me sometimes, but I don't know, I don't ever wear them. But I'm gonna stop recording there and then upload this because it takes forever, and I think you're messaging me, so and it just keeps going, so I'm gonna attend to you, so stop this recording. Alright, bye!